Hi there. Now we get to talk about stories of success. I love these stories. First one is this. I was working with a girl. She was 14 years old, great athlete. Her dad had died when she was 11. And she went off the rails. And he died of cancer. So, they knew it was coming. But that's what led her to be in the residential facility that I was working at. I developed a group where on Carl Jung and Joseph Campbell stuff, and we called it the Identity Group, and people actually volunteered to get into it. We had a whole ritual for bringing people in. It was pretty cool. Kids loved it. And we were doing a particular exercise one day, which is I called a parts party. It's from Virginia Satir, and it's kind of where you let all your good, bad, and ugly come out and just play in the room, and everybody else in the group sits in a circle around the whole thing, and it's all about projection and boundaries. And so she was doing her parts party in the middle of it, and at one point she turned to me and she pointed her finger and she said, "And you think you're the best therapist on the planet, you egotistical na." And she just lit me up. And right after that, she pointed at the ceiling, said, You left me here." And she collapsed on the floor and started crying. Just broke. And she cried for about 10 minutes. Everybody just sat there. And that was the turning point for her to finally start dealing with the death of her father. She was blocking me every which way I tried to get to it in our sessions, but in this one, she went right for it. And after that, it was really easy to talk about it because she finally had uncorked all of her pain and anguish about that. Everybody in the room was crying when it happened. It was
Amazing.
a very powerful moment.
Yeah.
But I can't get the picture out of my head of her pointing at the ceiling in this big room and just yelling at the top of her voice. That was one of my favorite moments, especially with that group, but one of my favorite moments in therapy.